What's up, Connected Technology family? Thank you for following. Welcome back to the show. And today we're going to be showcasing a Neftis product, which is Neftis V-Text, and it's a business SMS texting platform where you can text from your business number. If you're already using their product, feel free to reach out to them and get more information on how that product works. But let's get on with it. So, just so you know, this show is for people that follow for small business tech and small business, resources. Again, the show is all about showcasing tutorials, insights, and most of all, pushing small business technology to the limits so that we can provide honest feedback if it will help your business. Today, we're going to be showcasing again Neftis V-Text. Essentially, what it is a business texting platform where you can use um, a business phone number. So for example, if you're an insurance agency or a tax preparation office and you want to be texting your customers, but you do not want to use your personal cell phone number to text customers, you can text them from your business phone number. So the phone number that rings at your office is pretty straightforward, guys. This is where you will have your conversation. So as soon as you log in, you will see here on the left hand side the menu bar. So the conversations is when someone texts you back and forth. I have here on the left hand side this little window, an actual cell phone that I'm going to be testing the texts with. I don't know why it doesn't want to stay. There it is. So let's keep it there. And you'll see right here, I'm going to open up the chat message. So here's the text messaging that this phone I'm using with. So this is just simulating that phone, and I'm going to be testing with this phone. Okay, guys. So right here on the right hand side, you see the conversations, the contacts, the calendars. All of it. This is the V-Text app. Right here in the center, this is where you're going to be having your conversations, right? So just like your iPhone or your Android phone, where you're messaging back and forth with someone. And then over here on the left-hand side, I have an iPhone simulating, and it's a real iPhone. You'll be able to see that I can open the apps and everything like that. So I'm going to be sending a test message from the iPhone to the VText app so you guys can see. And right here where it says Neftis Corp right underneath the logo, that's the phone number that you're texting from. Or if they're texting you, that's the number that they're going to be texting you. So let's go ahead and open the text messaging app on the iPhone. I'm going to go ahead and create a new message. Again, this is the phone number to my office here at Neftis. So I'm going to be texting Neftis. And then let's go ahead, get hello. You see, I've been texting Neftis back and forth just for testing. But let's go ahead, hello, Neftis. And you'll see the message come in over here on the right hand side. See, hello Neftis. And this is your customer's phone number, right? That's actually a Neftis support number for one of the service technicians. So I'm using his cell phone right now for testing, but that's the number that your customer would be essentially texting from. Now, let's say this person didn't exist in your text messages, right? I'm going to go ahead and delete it. And you wanted to text this person, right? So let's go ahead and click new conversation, and you're going to put that phone number in there. This is how you start a conversation with a contact that doesn't exist in your V-Text platform yet. But once you start the conversation, you'll be able to start, chat back and forth. But as you can see there, now I'm able to start the message. But let's go over here. Let's go send, hello back, and you can hold the shift button and then enter, and it'll send the message. Or you can go ahead and just click over here to enter. But you see, as the iPhone received the text message hello back. So that's how you'll be able to chat back and forth with your customers. Now, I know a lot of you want to use the mass texting, right, to be able to send a lot of text messages. So if you want to type up one message and it'll send it to 20 people, and it's not group messaging. I want to be clear on that. It's not a group message. It's mass texting. For example, you'll type up one message and it'll send it to 100 people, but individually. Now, if they do reply, you'll see the replies here in the conversation list. But to be able to do mass, what we call blast texting, this is it right here, where you schedule it in, you type up your one message, and it sends it in. But here's the thing. You need to have a contact. You need to have contacts, and then you need to have a list. All right, so let's go ahead and close this, and then we're going to click yes, choose file. We're going to go again to the desktop where I have those files. Go ahead and open. Now, what this is going to do is going to analyze. Let me move it over here a little bit. It's going to actually analyze. So see, it's at 97% so far. And then we're going to go ahead and review data. So if you want to have mass texting, you need to add them as contacts first. And then once you add as contacts, you need to create a list. And the way you do it is first we have to add contacts. Now, you can add one by one, right? Add the phone numbers, add one by one. Or you can import an Excel sheet with your contact list. Now I'm going to use an example Excel sheet that I've already kind of pre-made. Now, if you need an example Excel sheet, it's very simple. You can just download it right here where it says select file, download, and it's actually going to just download this one that I have already open. So it's already open, is the same exact one. Now, in reality, for this to work, you only need the name and phone number. That's it. So you just need these two. You can go ahead and delete these unless you need them for whatever reason. But for this tutorial, I'm going to go ahead and delete them because we don't need those. Now these are fake contacts. But what I want to show you guys how to, if you already have a contact list but it's not organized accordingly and it won't import correctly. For example, this is a contact list for one of our customers that they were grateful enough to let me use it as an example. But for example, here's the name and phone number. Now, as you see on the sample, it says for column B, it says phone number, and then on the one from the customer, that this is a real live customer, it says home phone number. So this needs to match what it says over here because this is the sample to upload. So we need to change that over to phone number and phone number, because if it doesn't match when you import, it won't know how to, it won't match it. So and this needs to make sense. And then this is other forms that the customer already have. We can just go ahead and delete this as well. All right, cool. So now that this is saved, I'm going to go ahead and save it, close it, and then we're going to go over here and import that file. And we're going to, and you have to make sure you select yes, that there's a header. The header is that row, the full name, phone number, right? All right, so let's go ahead and close this, and then we're going to click yes, choose file. We're going to go again to the desktop where I have those files. Go ahead and open. Now, what this is going to do is going to analyze. Let me move it over here a little bit. It's going to actually analyze. So see, it's at 97% so far. And then we're going to go ahead and review data. Okay, so see, it found something with the phone numbers. Okay, and it's probably going to be, let me move this over. There's probably dashes in the number or something like that. So yeah, see, so there's dashes. Okay, guys, so here's a perfect example of what you could do to fix this. What I'm going to do actually is I'm just going to go to ChatGPT. I'm going to say, we are uploading to our CRM a.csv file. The CRM has provided a sample. What is the name? Sample import.csv. So just name it that, sample. What was it? So sample import.csv. I have also attached our contact list. Let's merge our contact list to the sample import.csv. Remove any dashes our sample or our contact list has, and make phone numbers plain text. What was the name of it was like Fontana _ 2025. So I'm gonna, our contact list is called Fontana _ 2025. And then let me actually do something on this one. Let me delete those two fake contacts because it might merge them and keep them in there. So I'll just save it, make it a blank one. Good. And then just import those two. I'm telling you guys, this will be the easiest way to merge a contact list. I know that back in the days we used to have to do this manually, but you know, hey, AI has come to make our life easier, and I promise you. And then just put on here, create the new .csv file to download. I mean, you can try your own. The more descriptive you are with AI, the better. But let's go ahead and hit enter and see what it does. All right, guys. So here is what ChatGPT created. Let me go ahead and delete this one so it doesn't mix with it. But let's go ahead and download. And let's see what it did. Okay, cool. So here is the new one. Cool. So it worked. So now what we're going to do is we're going to actually import the one that that ChatGPT gave us. Let's go ahead and let's start over because we don't want to have issues. So let's go ahead and click import. Yes, choose file, and we're going to select the one that ChatGPT created. Go ahead, open. There it is. See, now it's 100%. That's why it was earlier showing 97% because it showed there was some kind of errors. Cool. See, now it shows all the numbers correctly. Let's go ahead and finalize import. Finish import. Cool. So now what we want, well, once you've import, now obviously I have a bunch of more context already here, right? But what you want to do is once you've created that import, you're going to go ahead and create a list. You're going to go ahead and go to new list and just name it, right? So Fontana, for example, add. And then what you're going to do is click on the list, and then you're going to add the contacts. And right here, it's going to show you the contacts that you imported. Now, obviously, like I said, it showed all these contacts that I had already. But for example, let's search them. Let's do, and then you can just select all if you want because they were all already imported. But for the sake of this tutorial, I'm only going to do the ones that we imported. We're not going to send an actual text, but I'll show you guys how it looks. So Veronica was one. See, that's her right there. Now, you guys don't have to do all this. There's the Edgar. So these were all that were in that list that we imported. Daisy, right? So now I'm going to just click add. Now, cool. We've added this contact list. Now, I don't want to add this list just yet because I want to actually do a sample test. This is just how you import a list. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and create another contact, and I'm going to name it Neftis support. And then the phone number, remember guys, the texting number that we were testing with, update contact. Let's go to lists. Now I'm going to create a new list and name it Neftis test. Cool. Let's add the list, create, let's add that contact. Now I'm doing it only for this one contact, but again, select all the contacts from that list, add contacts. Now let's imagine this list had 300 contacts in there. Right now it only has one, but let's go ahead and create a email blast. So now once you have your contact list, you're going to go ahead and go to blasts. You're going to create send new blast, and then we're going to name it, I don't know, Neftis test again, but this could be, tax season is back, or, es tiempo de hacer sus impuestos, whatever you want to name it, Neftis test. And then you're going to either click draft if you want to save it so you can send it later, send now, or schedule it, right? So you can, if you select schedule, you can select the time zone and then what the date and time that you want it to go out. So if you want it to go out at 3 p.m., right, you select the time zone and the date and time, and it'll send it at that time. If you select draft, it's just going to create like a template of that. So we're going to do a send now. Hey, Neftis, just here. And this is where you type in your message. Just here, testing the SMS blast feature. Cool. And let me go ahead and show you how it's going to look over here on the phone. And they have to have a reply stop to unsubscribe. That's very important, guys, that you guys stay in compliance. If you're not in compliance, the FCC will shut down your phone number from being able to send text messages. Now, you could upload attachments if you have an image, right? If you have a picture, it will send it as a picture. Right now, I'm going to send a test so I can show you guys what it looked like. And actually, under Hey Neftis, we can actually put a field, right? let's see here, name. So as you can see right here, shows the fields that you can send in. So let's go ahead and type in, highlight the, like for example, the first name. That way, whatever is in the first name, right? Neftis, for example, or the contact name, whatever, like however I put it, I think I Neftis support. So the first name is Neftis, right? So if you put this field here, it'll always send that person's first name that you have saved in the contacts. The way you get that is by highlighting over here, and you can see all the other fields that you can put. So first name, last name, title, company name, that type of stuff that you might have imported in your contact list. Cool. Then over here is where you select your contact list. So we're going to go ahead and Neftis test, right? You could obviously create a custom list on the spot if you want, but we're just going to go ahead and select the Neftis test. And then once you have your message, it looks good, just go ahead and send blast. And as you'll see, it says success. So let's wait over here on the iPhone. Cool. See, the message came in. Let's go ahead and open it. As you can see, it says, hey, Neftis. Let me make it bigger. Okay, hey, Neftis, just here testing the SMS blast. Reply stop to unsubscribe. Let's go ahead and test it with an image. Let's go ahead and create a new blast. We're going to name it Neftis test image. And we're going to go ahead and create, send now, hey, and then first name again. Just testing SMS blast with image. Cool. Let's go ahead and upload. I'm going to just do a simple image of one of our ads. That way you guys can see how that looks. We're going to go ahead and add. Let's see here. What image do I have? Let's see here. Let's do iConnect. What is this? Yeah, this is my digital business card. Let's go ahead and send that. So this is what it's going to send to that text message. Now, depending on what texting platform or what texting plan you have with Neftis, you will be limited to how many images you can send. So make sure you're on the right plan. Again, select the list, and let's go ahead and send blast. And it's going to send it now. Let's see here. Now, because it's an image, it might take a little bit longer, but there it is. There it is. See, guys? So it sent the image plus the message that we typed in. All right, guys. So that's pretty much it on how to set, log in. And then let's say the customer responds, hey, back, right? So this is me texting back. You'll get a notification. See right here, it says you got hey back message. You just click on conversations. You'll see Neftis support, and then you'll see all the messages that were sent out to that contact. Okay, so even though you send a blast message, you'll see all the previous messages that you sent as a blast, even the images included. So that's pretty much it, guys. There's some other features. There's drip campaigns, canned responses. We're going to be doing more videos on this, so stay tuned. Subscribe to the channel so you can get instant notifications on the next videos. We definitely support this app. It's great. Among other things that Neftis offers, the video communications, the business phone system, and some other really, really cool apps. Check out their website at neftis.com. You'll be able to see all the other stuff they're working on. They're definitely a huge, we're definitely a huge advocate for their product. They have their Neftis soft phone, their Neftis Plus, which that way allows you to take the phone system with you anywhere you go. They do have a mobile app version of the V-Text, so you'll be able to download that V-Text to your phone and be able to chat back and forth like if you were chatting with your regular iPhone, but using your business phone number, your office phone number. They offer the business phones, the video communications, the CRM with the phone system built into it. And then obviously they have other services. They are an aggregator for business internet. So if you guys need high quality internet, fiber business internet, or even 5G failover, they are able to aggregate pretty much all providers out there. It's over 100 different providers that they work with under their network. So just know that you have that backbone. Even though it's coming through Neftis, you have the support of the providers. And And obviously, they have a ton of great reviews. They've been doing a great job now for some time. This is their phone number. Feel free to give them a call. Check out their website. Thank you guys. Subscribe to the channel so you guys can see the next tutorial on the V-Text, and we'll be showcasing some other apps as well. Again, Connected Technologies was made so that we can showcase insights on small business tech, tutorials just like this one, but also to push the limits of these apps to the point where we can either advocate for the app or not, so you don't waste your time trying them out. Thank you guys. Until the next one.